Okay, hopefully it's working now. Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets, crypto markets that is, and looking at what's happening in the markets just now. We'll also be looking at Bitcoin, but looking at the Binance IEO coins as well, or the projects, and asking the question, can they recover from the recent crash just now? Is there a comeback from this? So I'm going to be asking that question as well. Get your thoughts on that as well. Can they recover from this? And we'll be looking at the charts of the IEOs and looking over some news stories as well. But the most important thing, that you're here and we're going to be chatting crypto whilst having a wee cup of coffee as well. So you've probably seen the results from the election yesterday, and the Tories are in. For me, that's a brilliant result because we're going to get Brexit and then we can do away with Boris and then we'll go for independence after that. So it's a brilliant result for the SNP as well. So really chuffed with that. I know a lot of people won't agree with me, but that's what politics is all about, isn't it? So really, I was watching after a few hours this morning, got up at 5:30 and just watching that as well. Watched it till about midnight last night, and it's really good. I just love kind of watching it and just everything that was said. But I think SNP have played an absolute blinder over the last year or so. Anyway, we'll see if we're live or not, see if anybody's in. I don't expect a lot of people to be in. I think coming up for over Christmas and the apathy in the markets just now as well, I think it's not going to be a good time. We're not going to get a lot of people in for kind of watching, but we'll see. We'll just see. Yeah, we've got a couple of people in, literally a couple. So just dive over. We have Gordy Boy is in the house. Can't shake the bloody flu. Hope you get over it soon, mate. We've got Honest Crypto Journey is in, saying freedom. How many seats did SNP end up with? We've got 48 so far, I think. No, that's all the results. So it's 48 seats out of 59, which is amazing. I think it's 48. I think that was the last count. Yeah, 48. So it was brilliant to see that as well. So played an absolute kind of blinder at SNP. So I was just thinking about all the things that have kind of happened for this to have happened, and now what's going to happen, Stuart, I think what's going to happen is Nicola Sturgeon's going to go for the Section 30 and Boris Johnson's going to say no, you're not getting it, and that's going to spur Scotland on even more, and then we'll definitely get the independence and we'll just do it another route. So looking forward to seeing kind of what happens when Boris Johnson says no to the Section 30. Anyway, Brundle25 is in the house. Welcome to you. Gino Dow, a few more. Hello Stephen, everyone, smash the likes. Excellent. Good to see you, Gino. As I said, there's only a couple of people in. 5 people, and that's the lowest we've had for a while. But we'll crack on. Just means we'll have more of a conversation. The exit poll suggested it would be 55 seats, but that's still good. Yeah, the exit poll was 55, and I think everybody was surprised with the exit poll being 55, but we ended up with 48. So always good. Still a brilliant result, 48. Mervyn Skidmore is in the house as well. Good to see you here. Okay, excuse me. We'll quickly go over this. I think it's going to be a quick one today, mainly because there's not a lot of people in. But we'll go over the markets just now and see what's going on. As I said, there's a lot of apathy in the markets just now, and I think probably due to Christmas as well, I would imagine, and just a Christmas period, a lot of people are pissed off with what's kind of happening in the crypto markets just now, and probably Christmas as well, and they're just focusing on other things. I'll just get rid of these. Okay, we've got a market capitalization of 196 billion, Bitcoin dominance 66.7%, and we'll see who the winners and losers are. We have Kyber Network, we've seen that up 22%, Enigma is up 16%, Tezos is up 12.27%, Theta and VeChain are up as well 10%, so 5 in double-digit greens. See who's in the red. Nobody in double-digit reds. We've got Bitcoin as the highest at 9.71. Sealy, V-Systems, Horizon, IOTA, Waves, Crypterium all down as well. Not by that much. And we've probably got 65% in the green and 35% in the red. Okay, we'll just reload this and see who's the winners and losers are. RSK, Smart Bitcoin, is up 175% on 223,000 volume. It's up to $20,000. Real Tract is up. I shouldn't eat cheese before I come on. I always have a block of cheese before I come on for the fat content. Real Tract is up 77%, and that's on 190,000 volume, which is good. TurtleCoin is up 69%. Conan is up 43%. Blockport, can't believe Blockport are going. I need to check into Blockport again. I held them before, sold them off when the trouble started. When they said they basically weren't going to be trading anymore, but they seem to be making a comeback just now, so I don't know what's going on there. In fact, I'm going to check them out just now. D-Market is up 37% on 3.5 million volume as well. Right, what is going on? 2.5 million market cap. We'll just go over the last month. Just going up and up and up. 701,000, so it's went up 200%. So they're making a comeback, Blockport. I don't know. Blockport was one of my picks from last year. I can't remember when I sold it. But it was, yeah, it's made a comeback of about 1,000% or something. Which is pretty amazing since they were stopping all trading, so I don't know what's going on. Anyways, we'll see what happens there. Crypto bubbles, what's happening in crypto bubbles? This is, we'll go over the last 24 hours. USD, we can see predominantly green. USD value, and we'll go to BTC. Much the kind of same, and Satoshi value as well, which means the Bitcoin price and dollar value is not really moving that much. We'll go back to USD, and it means the price has kind of gone up slightly, and it's moving for all of these as well. But you've got Enigma, Theta, KNC, XTZ. XTZ doing well in the top 10 now. VeChain going back up again, which is good to see. And Barbara will be happy about that as well. One second. On the hourly, we've got PundiX going up. And this is in USD value. Predominantly red here. You can see, obviously, the Bitcoin price is probably going down slightly. As we're predominantly in red, we'll go back to Satoshi value. It goes to green. So yeah, it means the Bitcoin price is moving. Fear and Greed Index is down to 22. Was at 23 yesterday. We're still in extreme fear. So it looks like as if we're going to go long down here and go to the extreme fear part of it and go. I think Bitcoin looks as if Bitcoin's going to fall. It looks as if it's in for the fall, although it's just kind of going sideways in a minute. We'll go to the TIE and look at the sentiment. Bitcoin sentiment 60, Litecoin is 64 sentiment, Ethereum 55, Binance Coin 54, XRP doing the best probably at 65. And that's it for them. We'll look at the coins, overall coins. So looking for daily sentiment and relative trading volume. So Dropel up 294 for the daily sentiment. Although the price is down. So this is positive sentiment. I don't know why this is, so this could be one to look at just for a possible quick gain. 4.22 sats. It is just now. Blocknet is doing well. The relative trading volume is not that good. What's doing well on the relative trading volume? Waves. Waves still doing well with high sentiment and high relative trading volume, which is good. What else is doing well? Casino Coin. That's up 13% already. Bridgecoin, that volume is not good at all there. $25. So somebody's bought $25 worth at a way extended price. And that's it for the main ones. We'll just go back to chat, see if anybody else has joined us. VeChain is up. There's a Boris Brexit Christmas. It is indeed, Mervyn. News: Justin Sun is banned from the Chinese Twitter and CEO of Binance as well. Yeah, I've seen that as well. I've seen the news yesterday. Stephen King is in the house. Gary Permenter. Coins only seem to pop for a short time at the moment. They do, and it's that's when you know you need to start taking profits as well. Chris Cash is in the house. Good to see you, Chris. So we'll look at what's happening with Bitcoin. 7,201. We're kind of going sideways. We're not really nothing much happening just now. If we go in this, where are we? Go in here. Do parallel channel, and we'll go there, and we'll go here. We're just in this channel just now. This channel here, and nothing much is happening. Out with this channel. We're talking between 6,900 and 7,700. It's not a big, well, it is a big channel, but there's nothing really much happening in between there. If we come down even more to the 4 hourly, you'll see we're not doing much at all. So it's hard to kind of predict where this is going to go. We're still holding this line, the support line. As long as we're holding that, I'm not too worried. So we can really afford to go down to about 6,700, and by the end of the year about 7,000 before I would start to be worried. And we're still in this downward channel just now as well. You can see we've been in that for a while. We'll look at the weekly. You can see that even more clearly that we're following this line here, and that's from 2013. So we need to stay within that line, or above that line. And below this line, I would be concerned because we've not gone below that line for the last 5 or 6 years now. But it's hard to predict where it's going to go. Other indicators look, if we go on a weekly, we're looking at the 70 EMA crossing down over the 50 EMA, which is extremely bearish. To me, that's not a good sign at all. And if also we go over to the super guppy, we'll see if that changes things. We've not finished the week, obviously, but we're coming up to the finishing week, and we need to be above. Yeah, we need to be above where we are just now for this, because this is in danger of turning red as well on the super guppy. We're still in green just now, but just in green. You can see the grey lines coming across here, and they're coming down over here as well. So we need to kind of jump up to about 7,500-ish by the end of the week. And a start of a good week next week as well for us to kind of remain green on the super guppy. So on the super guppy, I don't know if you recall, on the super guppy, we'll just put that there and we'll kind of alter it. Super guppy, it should have been really for a period of 111 days. Sorry, 1,100 days, 1,100 days, and a rise of 2,000% from 9,000 to about 192,000. So that's what I was kind of expecting with the super guppy here. And we're just going to keep on rising kind of like this to about 192,000 or so. But it's not working out that way just now at the moment. So history is not kind of being good to it just now. But that could still come in play. We need to go above 7,500 for that to still be in play as well. Okay, we'll look at Binance. What's happening on Binance? See there, KNC doing well. Kava is up. I've starred some of the IEO coins as well. We'll look at them in a second. So KNC doing really well after the drop as well. You can see the drop. Everybody had a drop, or most of the alts had a drop. Enigma as well, starting to move again. And Theta, which is one that I said was going to jump big time as well, has started to move again as well, which is good. That's a continuation pattern where it was, but you can see the big drop. XTZ is doing well. That's now in the top 10. We'll see XTZ. Yeah, number 10. Firmly in at number 10 actually. By about 100,000. Sorry, 100 million. Nearly 90 million-ish is kind of taken over. So Bitcoin SV probably shouldn't be there anyway. Neither should Bitcoin Cash. They'll probably be out soon in 2020. Right, we'll just go back to chat area, see if anybody else joined us. Crypto Dread is in the house. Marcus Jafari is in. Gordy Boy, I think Bitcoin can only rely on market manipulation if it's not been adopted. Nobody really cares about it. And the technology is nothing to shout about, even with Lightning. I think it will. It's going to come. The technology is going to come. That is going to be a force to be reckoned with. It's not there just now. Everybody kind of admits that just now. This is why they're trying new things like Lightning as well. But the transactions on the Lightning network are kind of rising and rising, especially with Bitfinex. If you look at the Bitfinex figures as well, for the transactions used over Lightning as well, I think is really impressive. So it is coming. It is coming. and Bitcoin is still the big one. I would be extremely concerned if Bitcoin was to be toppled and it kind of fell, because that just means for me that's just a whole crypto market. And if it did happen, I'd probably get out of the crypto market because I wouldn't have that much faith in it kind of holding up if Bitcoin did fall. Being really honest, I know there might be other tech out there that could be much better. I think XRP could be really good. Ethereum could be brilliant as well. It could possibly overtake Bitcoin, but I'd be extremely concerned if Bitcoin was to fall. And I think they need to kind of work on the tech, and they've been working on the tech, and they are working on the tech. So I think it is going to come up. Mike D is in the house, one of our brilliant admins. Thanks for joining, Mike. Good to see you, mate. Goddy Boy, if you search BTC on the tube for daily updates over the past few months, YouTubers are not showing up. They're not. YouTubers are not really. There's not a lot of YouTubers now kind of reporting on crypto, just because we're in this kind of apathy period just now with cryptocurrency. It's to be expected. And this is why I think it's the same in my business as well. When I was on social media and I was trying to grow a social media platform on Facebook, when I wasn't getting many live viewers, when I was on live, I wasn't getting many live viewers, I wasn't getting many people kind of liking my posts as well. But you just keep on pushing through. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do with this crypto channel as well. Just keep pushing through, just keep doing it daily, just be consistent, persistent as well, and eventually comes. Hopefully there's rewards at the end of it. It was with my kind of Facebook channel when I was growing that channel to 3.7 million followers, but Facebook is kind of falling away just now, and plus I'm writing a book and I'm doing this cryptocurrency as well, so persistency and being consistent as well is key to kind of any business at all, and any kind of social media thing that you're doing as well. It's all about persistency. That's my thoughts on it anyway. Olo Bramblebert is in the house. Morning to you. Gordy Boy, Steve, it should be far more advanced than where it has been out for years. It should be. You're right. It should be. Crypto Knowledge Alliance, our very own Jimbo is in the house. Welcome to you, mate. Hope you're doing well. I've seen your kind of post that you posted in the admin group as well, that you're going to be trading. So that'll be interesting to watch. You're going to be trading with $1,000 on leverage trading. So it'll be interesting to watch. I don't know when you're going to be doing that, Jimbo, or when you're going to be starting it, but it'll be good to see anyway. Right, we'll look at Binance coins. So I've got them all listed here. The Binance IEOs, not the Binance coins, the Binance IEOs. You can see Kava has already started to move. So that kind of already starts to answer the question, can they recover? Because you can see where they fell from 12,000 there down to 10,000. So what did Kava fall? Probably fell about, not by that much, 15%, and it's already recovered. So Kava is cool. ERD is starting to recover as well. So it was up at 33, 34, kind of fell 19%. So it didn't fall by that much. To be honest, it's starting to recover, so that could do well as well. And you look at the order books, 28 to 29, and you've got the number of buys probably outweighing it 4 to 1 to the number of sales at the next 29. Perlin is the one I'm still in just now that's starting to recover slowly. You see that there, the drop was kind of bigger, 22%, maybe more than that if we kind of go to the top, 25%, but kind of starting to recover just now. And if we looked at them as well, we can see Perlin has got one of the lowest market caps as well, which is why I like it as well, and I still like the tech as well. 5.96 million. Kava, 8.2 million. And the other ones we kind of looked at. ERD, 15 million. So Perlin so far is kind of one of the lower ones. Fetch, in terms of market cap, Fetch is up to 34 million. Troy, obviously ones it's just came out, and so it shouldn't really include that, but we don't know the market cap of that just now, or we could find out. Band and Matic 1. Band, the market cap 4.3 million, so that's low as well. I've kind of tipped Band as well to probably double within the next couple of months, and I think that's going to come back as well. We'll look at that in a second. Matic obviously being the big one that kind of fell, 41 million. 18 million, and the last one is Seller. So just looking at the market cap just now. Seller network, 14 million. So you're talking about Perlin and Band for these. So if we go to this, Perl, Bitcoin, and this is going to look at a whole host of factors. So you can see we're on the daily. It started to cross up on the daily, then Matic kind of bombed and took all the IEOs with it. And it's just starting to recover from there just now. So we're probably at a low here, and put your base in. I always say kind of put your base in, say around about 300. If it was to fall below 300, then I'd kind of be concerned it might probably get out then, or just keep it for the longer term because I think it's going to do well. But I'll have to be prepared to hold it longer. But according to the other kind of indicators, RSI could still come down to about 30ish. It's done it before and it's done it even below that, but because it's not had that much time, that could possibly change, and we should really change that to 12 hours. Yeah, looks better on the 12 hours, but it could still come down to 30 level and go back to the daily. And on the MACD, it's crossed down way over on the MACD, obviously, because of what happened with Matic. It's kind of crossed down. We're starting to get a lighter shade of red there, and it could be the start of a turnaround. And the volume is starting to pick up as well. Here you can see the volume picking up. So it's not looking bad. Band, more hope for. Similar situation for Band. Was doing extremely well. And I did say it would get to 5,200. It didn't quite get there. It got to 5,045. So I'd recommended it around about this level, the 3,000 level, and it did get up to the 5,200 level that I was talking about. I think we've still got the chart there. BND, BTC. That will come up. Yeah. So this is on a weekly. If we look on the daily. So this is where I was looking at a symmetrical triangle and said this is probably going to be the bottom round about here, and it's going to break out and possibly go to 5,200. Didn't quite get there. Got to 5,054. And that's on this line actually. Yeah, it's on this line, 5,054. And that was the day it broke out as well. So I think I'll go back to the 5,054 level. Sorry, 5,200 level, and break that and possibly go higher as well. So to answer the question, for me, I guess yes, that they are going to come back again. Kava's already started to come back. ERD, I think that's starting to make a move as well. Peril will come back, just slower. Troy, can't really count that, it's just came on. Fetch AI, possibly come back as well. Band, I think is definitely one of the better ones. So Band and Perlin are the two I think are going to shoot up more than the other ones. Purely based on the kind of market cap. And we shouldn't base it on the market cap because the market cap is based on the last price. But it's still an indicator we need to look at as well. I keep saying that. Matic, is that going to recover for Matic? That's a more difficult question to answer. I think it will recover. I think it will recover, but I think people are asking the question, is it this valuable just now? At the price it's at just now? For me, yes, the tech is getting used. Companies are using it, they're making good partnerships as well. So yeah, I think it will come back, but it might go down. So what I would do if you're looking for an entry into Matic, I'd probably look on the hourly chart. And once the 70 EMA crosses over the 50 EMA, that's when I'd say, okay, that's an entry price. But at the moment, you can see it's going down and down and down and down. So I would still wait and look at the hourly chart for an entry before you decide to get back into it. Not if you're still in it just now, you might be in for some kind of choppy. So around about 30 on the RSI is the lowest. It's kind of 40 just now. So you might still be in for a drop from here for Matic. So just be very careful. Be careful. But look on the hourly chart, wait for the 70 EMA crossing over the 50 EMA, then look at that as your entry price. But that's not financial advice. Do your own research and all that stuff. Okay, any comments? Be starting soon, Steve. That's for the trading. Goldie Boy, I find Egyptian history amazing. I mean, what happened there, those guys were really special, yet Egypt went backwards. I never looked at Egyptian history. G-Slick is in the house. Welcome to you. Gary Permenta, NRG is remaining popular. There are 1,071 masternodes at the moment with a 55% return. The shared masternodes provide a nice stream of passive income with an easier exit strategy. Excellent. Take it you're still in energy. I'll just look at energy. It's not showing up in there. Charts. In fact, we'll just look at it on this NRG. And I see it getting spoken about more and more. 52 million market capitalization, 369,000 volume. It's starting to pick up from its close to, well, it is its recent low, which was about 31 million. It's went up nearly 80% since then. Come back down a wee bit. Has been as high as 163 million, $9.25, $2.20, so about 350% to go to get to its all-time high. But sentiment on energy seems to be really good for that. 55% cannot be sustained, I would imagine, if that's for the staking. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes as well. Right, we'll look at some news I was looking at, just some headlines. Russia's largest darknet market is hawking an ICO to fund global expansion. Here's one initial coin offering that's almost certainly illegal and not just under securities law. Hydra, reportedly the largest darknet marketplace serving Russia and neighbouring countries, claims that it's seeking to raise 146 million through a token sale to fund a worldwide expansion. The sale is scheduled to launch December the 16th, according to an investment memorandum on the site, which is hard to access without a special anonymized browser. So I don't know much about this at all, but I thought it was interesting that, especially in Russia, you'd think they would have got hold of this and just kind of banned it. I don't know why they're showing cocaine. Obviously, they're selling drugs now. You sell drugs on the street, they don't talk about fiat and drugs. Just they're still doing that, all that crap. The tokens priced at $100 each will be available for purchase on the platform for Bitcoin. A package of 100 tokens will provide a buyer with a 0.0003% share of Hydra's profit. Makes no mention of which blockchain, if any, of the tokens were drawn on. So that's interesting, to be honest. Not looked much at the darknet kind of stuff, but it'd be interesting to kind of study that, the darknet, and see what kind of goes on and what kind of happens there as well. Obviously, we can only imagine, but it'd be interesting to do a proper study on it. Bitcoin mining centralization reaches record levels. The majority is in China. So an estimated 65% of BTC mining now happens in China. What does that tell you? What does that tell you indeed? Although China are trying to come down on cryptocurrency, on one hand they're saying blockchain, they're really kind of pro-blockchain, and they're kind of cutting down on certain cryptocurrency projects, and TRON being one of them, and Binance being one of them as well. And they voted them, or they got banned. The accounts got banned. I can't remember the chat. In fact, TRON ban. Just look at that. Search as keyword. No, when is it? New highs, China. No. So it's Justin Sun got banned for, I can't remember the site. Justin Sun, but it's essentially Twitter in Chinese. Yeah, Weibo. Weibo continues rage at TRON and Binance. Sun and Yi has been blocked. So is Weibo. That was it. I was trying to remember the name. So yeah, I think China are playing a game just now. I really do think they're playing a game just now with coming out, and they're using the news and the media to bring down the kind of prices of Bitcoin at the moment in order to accumulate more. And I think with the mining, 65% of the mining, it's going to be a global, it's just going to be, China is just really taking over, and I just think they're doing something underhand just now that's kind of hidden in plain sight, and a lot of people are not thinking about it, and they think China's going to ban it. But all the news coming from China is driving the kind of markets at the moment. We'll think about it. Bitfinex Lightning node growing faster than any other. report. Arcane Crypto's research are doing. Arcane Research recently published the 50th issue of its weekly update report this year. Among a host of topics, the report touched upon Bitcoin blockchain activity and the changes to its price valuation over the last 7 days. Put a link to that down below as well. But the Lightning node has grown faster than any other Bitfinex Lightning node in the transaction through that as well. So interesting to see what comes from that. Can IEOs cryptos recover after Matic's mysterious 70% plunge? We've been looking at that just now. The answer is yes. For me, the answer is without a doubt yes, they will recover. This will all be forgotten very soon, I think, but we'll need to wait and see what happens with that as well. That's the news I was looking at. There's not that much news, to be honest. Nothing really much is going on. We'll just see if anything else has come through. No. Program explains $5,000 for the last dump for Ivan on Tech. No, I don't know. I'm still don't think it's hopefully not going to fall below that line. If it does, then I'd be very concerned. Okay. I'm just going to look at the tweets. I've got an AMA with Tim Boss from ShareRing. I'm just going to see. Yeah, I put a tweet out. There's a link down below if you want to ask Tim Boss a question. And we'll just see how many replies we've had on that as well. So I've just got really excited about AMA with CEO of ShareRing, Tim Boss, on the 18th of December. So I've got everybody so far. Right, so there's more questions come through, so I'll need to look at that. So if you want to ask Tim Boss a question and get your chance to win 10,000 SHR tokens as well, then you can go to the link. There's a link down below on this for the Twitter to get to this, and you can ask a question. And if you're in the top 10 questions that we're going to ask from Twitter, you'll be in with the chance of getting 10,000 SHR tokens, and ShareRing are donating them, obviously. Okay, Gina Dow, look at VET, please. I will do. Look up China crypto news. Says Gina Dow. Paul Doherty, can't wait for your chat with Tim Boss. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Kind of nervous, as I said before, because there's so much going on. I'll just need to ask the right questions and try and fit it in within 20-30 minutes. So still doing the research and still compiling the questions. Obviously, you're asking questions as well on Twitter, which is good. Right, VeChain. VET, BTC, they started to move back up, and I think it's going to break through the 100 barrier again. We broke through to, I think it was 104, so that's on the 1 hourly. We'll go to the daily. So it was 104, it had to break through. It kind of broke through that, went up to 110 at one point. So I think it's going to go back up again after all the kind of projects went down, all the altcoins went down after the Matic FUD. But I think it's going to continue its rise from here. I did say it was going to hit the kind of 50 level, the 50 EMA level, around about 77, but it went to 81 before bouncing. So I think that's going to be continue its rise from here on up to 150 level. Not overnight, but I think that's what's going to happen. So it's still looking good for VeChain just now. In my opinion, volume is massively up. Obviously, you can see that here from the beginning, it's going up. RSI is not doing too badly at all, and the MACD, although it's crossed down over because of what happened with Matic and all the other projects, that'll come back up in the next couple of days, I would imagine, and cross back up over for the MACD. What else is doing well? Just have a look. Cattle we've seen already. I'll go to 4 hourly for that. I was going to cross up over the 50 EMA, which is not done since that's 15th of November 2019. I was going to cross back up over that level, and we've got, yeah, I would say a new baseline here of about 10,710. NFT, that's doing okay. I don't expect them to survive the altcoin purge. Enigma is starting to move back up over again. We'll just go on a daily. Yeah, that's starting to move back up, and we're looking for the next resistance here. Probably have to break through this to get to the next level. So they have to break through the 7,868 level and get through for it to get through to the next level. And VeChain are going to do well. T-Fuel, I expected them to jump beforehand, so I did recommend them at 38, but they've not done anything. But I do expect them to go up to possibly get about 60-70%. Ambrosius, I really like Ambrosius as well. I'm really liking that just now, where it is just now. Again, if we put the baseline in, we might have a wee bit of a fall to go, but we bounced off from the 30 level in the RSI. We've just done it a couple of times. That would have been a good time to get in, and it's starting to come up on the MACD, although it's not crossed over yet. Volume is up as well, so I'm liking Ambrosius just now. Probably put in here 463. So I think we could get a good 60-70% on Ambrosius as well. If we look at AMB, yeah, 2.7 million market cap at the minute. We've got about 33% of the circulating supply, or 33% in circulation of the total supply. Okay, I think that's it for the charts. We're going to look at, I was going to look at KuCoin, see what's happening with KuCoin. Tezos obviously up, VeChain obviously up, Atom is up as well. On the main market, RBTC, we've seen that, how much that was up as well. BPT is still going up, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. So I think I probably got out here, so I'm probably still up because I got out of Blogport and I was in it for a long time. I got out of it when it started falling because of the troubles when it came out and said that. I had to cut it short, but it's gone up something like 400-500% since then. CAT, TFL, KNC, can see doing well. Again, the volume's not good. BPT, decent volume. Ocean is good volume as well, and that's proven to be a really good one. Ocean Protocol. BAX is still 2.53 volume, that's gone back up again, so it's 4.13 Satoshi just now. Steve, did you see the Ultra AMD news? I didn't. I know you've been kind of looking at Ultra, so I didn't see that, Jimbo. I've been looking at watching the news all this morning, so I've not looked at all the news for Ultra. So what was the news, Jimbo? Have they signed a partnership or something? AMD, Ultra, AMD, crypto. New partnerships between AMD and the blockchain gaming. Excellent. 4 hours ago. Blockchain platform Ultra, the blockchain game distribution has announced a strategic partnership with AMD as part of the project to democratize the gaming industry. Excellent. Well, thanks. Last month, another major partnership for Ultra was announced with the French gaming giant Ubisoft. That's kind of amazing. So we'll go to this is Ultra. So I was talking about gaming yesterday as well. The gaming coins are going to do really well, and this is one of them as well. Growing exponentially. So it's looking good just now. David Hansen is going to see. I just want to see where they are at. Ultra. Is it UOS? It is UOS. $4.8 million market cap. just now. So that's kind of amazing news. I just expected it to go up more than that. So it's only 4.8 million market cap. And where is it trading? So on Bitfinex and Bitrue, just now that's the biggest trading volume. So I can't see it being this way for long, 4.8 million. And these are the ones we're kind of looking at. And Jimbo's involved in that as well. He's looking at his own kind of hidden gems as well. And we've spoke about it on the phone about kind of getting together again and a couple of others. But we're doing our own thing and we're still finding really good ones. Jim's found kind of Ultra as well, or Jimbo's found it. And I think this could do really well because it's part of the gaming industry as well, because of the kind of obvious connections they're making just now. They're building these foundations. So again, you have to ask yourself the question, if these 10x are still under 50 million market capitalization, about 100x's, you're talking 484 million. It's not that big of a market cap compared to what it's going to be in the gaming industry. In 2020 is going to explode in the gaming industry. Abyss probably going to be one of them as well. 1.988 as well. That has been really high as well. But I think we're going to have to look at all the gaming ones and see what they're doing, how they're doing it, and how big could actually be. And you've got to think about the gamers if you think about if you've got teenage kind of children and they're gaming as well, you'll know that they're used to buying things. They're used to buying weapons and stuff like that as well from a digital currency. And that's what cryptocurrencies are. So it's an ideal transition for the gaming industry to move over to the blockchain as well. Just because the gamers are just used to buying with digital currency. Not cryptocurrency, with digital currency, but the transition will be much, much easier. It's going to be huge. Same in the DeFi space as well, and I think that's the two areas to look for in 2020 as well. And just to let you know, TRON Dash has now got BTT Bank staking. I'm admin there. Excellent. And launching TRX Bank staking next couple of days. I'll be interested to see Gino and to see what's going on with there as well. Going on with that. Yeah, I wonder how that's going to work as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for just now. And we've not got a lot of people in just now, 17, which is one of the lowest, but I know it's because of Christmas and stuff like that as well, and because of the apathy in the markets, and obviously election stuff as well. So, but thank you for joining me today, really appreciate it. 5 million in BTT, excellent. Yeah, thanks for joining me today. Have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing, and I will see you Monday, same time, same place. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.